Hello and welcome to Mind Studio. The question for today is, why are suddenly so many doctors there on social media? Before that, let me ask you a simple question. What do you do first when you have a health concern? Do you visit a doctor? Or do you Google it, Instagram it, and YouTube it? Then after 10 minutes of scrolling, you have diagnosed yourself with 3 serious and 2 non-serious medical conditions. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it also could be wrong. Sadly, most of us do this nowadays, let's be honest. Social media has become the silent doctor for millions of us in today's world. This is the harsh reality of the present. But let us rewind and go back into the past for a bit. Doctors were told, do not use social media. It is unethical, unprofessional. But one day, a patient walks up to a doctor's clinic and tells them Google has diagnosed them with this disorder and the doctor should treat it. The doctor was confused, puzzled for a few seconds, but still went about clearing the doubt, making the proper diagnosis, starting the proper treatment, and it was a happy ending. But next day, there was another patient with the same situation. Third day, 2 patients. Fourth day, multiple doctors started seeing multiple patients with similar situations. And then it never stopped. And that is where the next chapter began. Doctors had 2 options. Either they could let the misinformation spread and correct it where the patient would come to them, or second, stop the misinformation at the source itself. Internet has a lot of information. However, it rewards attention-grabbing information more than the actual truth. When a doctor is making a social media video or a reel, they are not just clearing the misinformation, they are also giving you the reliable version of it. They are simplifying the medical jargon for you. They are making you aware. They are helping you so that you do not panic. And let's understand, though we live in a digital India today, there are a lot of people who have an easier access to social media rather than a doctor. For them, it might not be possible to consult a doctor that easily. And social media might be the trusted source of information for them. So that one 30-second reel that a doctor makes, which reaches thousands, could be their best source of information for an accurate and correct information. Now, if we especially talk about mental health, there are a lot of topics, lot of areas still which people are hesitant to talk about. They are still considered a taboo in our society. And then when you have a doctor talking about it openly on social media, it helps to reduce the stigma around it. It helps to encourage people to discuss openly. It helps to form them a channel of communication. And both you and I know that these days people hardly go to a doctor just by reading the degrees outside their clinic. They scan through the reviews, count the number of followers, follow them on social media, and even judge them, in fact, if they are not on social media. Doubt whether they are updated or not if they don't find them on a social media platform. You want to trust your doctor before even meeting them, and social media helps you with it. And that is where the burden of responsibility increases on a doctor's part, because with reach comes influence. You want to be engaging, but you do not want to mislead. You want to make people aware, but at the same time, you do not want to monetize it for money. In a world which values speed over accuracy, which values a viral video over an honest video, it becomes a huge task. And let us face it, as patients, illnesses evolve over time, it is also important that doctors and healthcare are not left behind. And they also evolve with time, with social media, with technology. And coming to the end of the story, doctors at the end of the day are humans too. They use social media to de-stress from their busy schedules, to connect with their family, friends, to stay updated about the latest medical knowledge, medical technology, and also to just have fun, to enjoy their lives. So next time when you see a doctor media, a reel by a doctor on social media, instead of asking, why are they doing here? Ask yourself, what would happen if they were not? In a world full of noise, Credible voices matter more than ever. If you found this podcast relatable and helpful, do follow it and share it to anyone who needs to hear this. This is Dr. Kudrat and Mind Studio signing out. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and see you the next week.